I feel like I haven't just sat and chatted to you guys in a while, and I haven't really had like a chill vlog in a while either. Like the last couple of vlogs have been kind of hectic, a lot going on. So I thought today we would do just a simple like reset, errands, and kind of just like getting out of my head and getting out of social media day as well. I do these videos that I call Nights with Nina that are like social media free nights where we don't go on social media, we do a lot of analog activities, we make it really cozy and nice. I was planning on doing one yesterday, but it didn't work out. I just had a really bad day yesterday and yeah, it was not a great day. So I'm kind of just trying to get out of my head and get out of this negative mind frame that I'm in at the moment. I've been in my flat for 2 days straight. Yeah, I haven't left my flat in 2 days, which I think is a big part of it. And then also I've been on my phone a lot recently and it's been really hard for me to just like get out of my head. Yesterday was kind of like I said, it was kind of a bad day, and I ended up spending a lot of like the evening and night just reading to get out of my head, which actually was really good. I really found that helpful. I would like to just like get a lot of things done today, but at the same time tonight I just want to kind of chill and do more reading and just relax a bit and stay off my phone. That's the biggest thing as well, is to stay off my phone. I've written a little list of things that I'd like to get done today, and all of these things involve leaving the flat, and it just happened to be that way where all the things that I need to do today are outside, which is good. It's a nice sunny day. It's kind of windy outside, to be honest. Everything on this list as well, I don't need to drive to. It's all just like within walking distance in town, which is good. So I need to go to the pharmacy. I need to print some things that I'm going to start doing. I'll let you guys know what it is when I actually get started with it, but it's kind of exciting, just like a little side hustle. But yeah, I need to go to the library to print some things for that. I need to get some strawberries. There's a fishmonger down the road that my friend told me has really good strawberries, which is really random for a fishmonger. But I've been looking for like good quality strawberries because I feel like the produce, like the fruit and veg at Tesco, can be very hit and miss and it doesn't last that long. So my friend said these strawberries are really good. A little bit pricey, but really good. As a result of all the reading that I've been doing the last couple of days, I need the next book in my series because I think I have about 40 pages left of the current book that I'm on, which I'll definitely finish tonight. So definitely need to get the second book today as well. And then I also need to stop by my friend's house and drop some things back to her that I borrowed from her. I need to also go and get my driver's license sorted. So I moved to the UK in November. It's been, how many months have I been here now? December, January, February, March, April, May, June. I've been here almost 8 months now, and I'm only allowed to drive on my Australian driver's license for 12 months before I have to request a UK driver's license. I don't have to do a test or anything, but I have to do that within 12 months of moving here. So I really, really need to go and do that. That's one of the most important things that we have to get done today. So I need to head to the post office to get that sorted. A few things to do. I should be able to do all of it except for drop by my friend's house now. And then my friend is in and out today, so I just messaged her to see what her schedule's like, to see when I can go and pop over hers as well. And I think that will be really good as well to go and see a friend because, like I said, I've just been alone in my flat for 2 days and it's not the vibe. I need to interact with people outside. I need to talk to other people. So yeah, that will be really good as well. I started my period yesterday as well, which I think also has contributed to this downward spiral of my mental health the last couple of days. Let's do it. Let's have a little productive, going outside, breathing some fresh air kind of day. Let's go. Alright guys, I'm back. Just heated up some lunch because I'm starving and it's almost 3 o'clock. I have this pasta that I got from Tesco. It's just like one of those pre-made microwave meals, but it's fine. I got almost everything done on my list. I picked up the next book of my series. I'm still reading Throne of Glass. I've been reading it for a while, but it's a big series. And actually, do you know what? I was looking at like how many books are left and I'm only halfway. There's 8 books in this series and this is the 5th one that I'll be starting probably later today. It's such a good series. It's very like, there's a lot of world building. If you compare like, for example, Fourth Wing, I've read Fourth Wing and it's really good. And it's action packed. So it kind of keeps you like addicted and you get through the books really fast. but there's not as much world building in it. Whereas this series, there's a lot more world building, which to have world building, you can't just have action upon action upon action. So much has happened in the 4 books that I've read. Like the first book to the 4th book is totally different in what's going on. And when I found out that I was only halfway through, I was like, oh my gosh, like so much more is gonna happen. Yeah, it's really good. I was in kind of a slump. Like the book that I'm reading now, kind of like the 4th one, it kind of jumps POVs a lot. It jumps perspectives between like 5 different storylines. So it's a little bit like you start to get really into one storyline and then it changes back to another one. Once you pass the halfway point, it got more difficult to put down, but it took me a while to get through that one. I was in a slump for a few weeks there. I was also really busy, so I just didn't read it for a while, but now I'm back on the reading train. Anyway, I've picked up my new book. I went to the pharmacy. I did a little thing at the library that I had to print. That took a while. They actually had old school computers there, which was kind of fun to use. Computers from like the early 2000s. They were very slow. It was just like, I don't know, it was kind of refreshing compared to like the fast pace and the social media and the doing everything so quickly. Like I caught myself getting impatient waiting for something to load, and then I was like, no, just relax, just chill. We don't have to rush. We've got time. I went to the fishmonger to get the strawberries, and oh boy, £5 for a punnet of strawberries. Like the punnet is like, it's maybe 250 grams. I don't know if it's worth it for £5. They look good, but they don't look insane, you know? I did get them anyway, but that might be the first and last time I get strawberries from there. I did also go to the post office to get my driver's license sorted, and I got a form that I need to fill out. And it was so random because it costs like around £45 to get a UK driver's license from my Australian one. But I have to give them cash. And I was like, she was like, fill out this form, bring it back and we'll post it and bring the cash. And I was like, do you post the cash? And she said, no, they do like a check order or a money order or something like that. But it was just so random, and it was a legit post office. Like it is legitimate. I don't know. It sounded really dodgy, just so random that I have to give them cash to do it. Very random. But anyway, I have to fill out this form and go back there. Probably won't go back today. Alright guys, it has been a couple hours. I've been doing some work. Golden hour almost here. I've been loving how late the sun sets here. I was so not used to it at the start, but now I'm getting really used to the sun going down around like 9:30. It's still kind of light up until like 10 o'clock at night. It's 7 o'clock right now and it's just so pretty. Being a night owl, I feel like with the sun up later, I just feel like I get so much more, I don't know, I just feel like when I get work done at night in the winter or in Australia when the sun goes down way earlier, I always feel like bad because like the day's over and like I started really late in the day, but like I tend to start late and I finish late when I get my work done. So having the sun up with me until like 9:30, 10 o'clock has been really, really nice, and it doesn't make me feel like the day's over. Massive contrast to the winter though, because I know in the winter, sometimes it's dark by 3:30. I got these massive sunflowers from a yoga class I went to on Tuesday. It was like our yoga instructor gave them to us to like celebrate the start of the second half of the year because it was the 30th of June. They're massive. I have them next to me. And I don't have a jar big enough for them, so I had to put them in the biggest jar that I have, which is still small. But this is the jar that they're in. And oh my gosh, they're so big and they're so heavy. Hang on, let me clip you somewhere so that I can... Okay, they're massive. I had to cut like a centimeter off the bottom, and I had to use a knife to cut it because like it's so thick, the actual stalk. But look how pretty they are. And I have to put them in the jar like this and not like both on one side because the jar is not heavy enough to hold them up. So this way the weight is distributed evenly so the jar doesn't topple over. I got 2 because we got 1 each, but someone didn't show up for their class and no one really wanted the second one, so I took it. They're massive. Like literally this one is like almost the size of my head. The sun is hitting them so pretty right now. I think I'm going to go and read. I'm going to finish the book that I've got like 40 pages left and potentially start the second one as well. I'm really happy with what I got done today. I didn't end up going to see my friend because she had a gym class after work, and then she was like, we'll just do it another day. I was like, okay, cool. I feel like getting out of the flat and actually going out and doing stuff was really good. I do feel like I still need some social interaction. I haven't really had that much social interaction aside from like talking to people in the stores that I went to. So I'm gonna go read, and then I will carry on this vlog tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow we might get some social interaction. We'll see. Hello guys, it has been a minute since I last spoke to you. I don't know what the last clip you would have seen was. It's been a little bit of a crappy time, I'm not gonna lie. Last week, I think the last time I filmed was Thursday last week, and it's currently Wednesday of the following week. I wasn't feeling too great last week at the end, like in the last 5 days, I wasn't doing too well. And I actually I'm the clumsiest person in the world, and I had a bit of a fall, and I'm fine. I was just taking it easy for a couple of days, and I felt like a little bit crap about how clumsy I am. And I was also my boyfriend was away, and also my friends who live nearby were away as well. And so I was just alone here in the UK, and I had the fall, and I was just feeling a bit sorry for myself, I think, last week. It wasn't great. My boyfriend came back on Monday. I'm feeling a lot better now after I spent 2 days with him. It was just a rough few days. So anyway, my boyfriend's gone again, which is fine. He's only gone for a couple days this time. He's rarely here, to be honest. I don't know what's happened to, I'm just putting some makeup on right now, and I don't know what's happened to my foundation. I had to put it in this container out of the tube that it was in because it was kind of like the colors had split. Each pump was a different shade. It hadn't been mixed properly. I kind of feel like I might need to buy a new one because I have had this one for a while, so it's probably not the greatest anymore. Anyway, we're trying to do a little bit of a reset. I had a very early morning this morning because I had to drive my boyfriend to his a job that he has, and I was up at 5:30 to do that. So I had a very early morning this morning, and I kind of just don't know what to do with myself because it's very rare that I'm not such a night person that it's rare that I get up that early. So I feel like I've already lived the day even though it's still the AM. Okay, I really got to fix this makeup situation because it is not working out for me. I was trying to decide what to do today, and because I was up so early, I was like, wow, I've got the whole day ahead of me. What could I do today? Let's take advantage of the hot weather because we've just started another heat wave here in the UK as well. So it's going to be over 30 degrees today. But I think I'm just going to do some errandy kind of stuff, kind of what I was doing the last time I spoke to you guys. I mentioned that I needed to get my driver's license sorted. I still haven't put the form in yet that I got, and I need to get a photo taken to put on my new license. So that's why I'm putting makeup on. Our friends that live nearby that I was supposed to meet up with the last time I spoke to you guys, I never ended up meeting with her because her and her partner spontaneously booked a trip to Rome. They booked it on Wednesday, which is the day I was supposed to see them, for the Friday early morning, and they were gone just for a weekend. They just randomly went to Rome. It was so out of the blue, so random. So I think I was very thrown off because I was oh, I'll definitely catch up with them that weekend or that day. at some point, and then they were just like gone. Like, I'm not mad, like, don't blame me or anything, like, fair enough. I think it just threw me off, and I like had that fall, and I was just like a bit sad. But I'm hoping to definitely catch up with them at some point in the next couple of days. I've just been feeling very sad that like I was alone, which is weird because like my boyfriend is away a fair amount, and I'm like kind of used to it by now. But I don't know, for some reason, just the last time he went away, I was feeling like really down about it. And so he obviously left again this morning, and today I'm just trying to keep my spirits up and trying not to like sink back into that like being down that I'm alone again. And like, I mean, it's good that our friends are back and like hopefully available in the next couple of days to catch up. I think I've just been really in my head a lot. I also, the book that I bought last time I spoke to you, I've almost finished it now. That's pretty much what I've been doing, is just like a lot of reading and like resting. But we're trying to keep spirits high again today. When I got back this morning, I went to the farmer's market, which was on today, just down the road. Got a little bit of fruit from the farmer's market. Again, just trying to like keep busy a bit and like not be sad. When I got back from the farmer's market, I called my mum and spoke to her for a little bit. My mum and my brother are coming out to visit, and we're going on like a trip around Europe while they're here. They're coming in a couple months, and the bulk of the trip we're going to be in Italy, and my mum is fluent in Italian, and I'm like okay at it. Like I can fully understand it when it's like slow. I just struggle with like responses. I've been learning it a bit on Duolingo, and I've been trying to pick it back up again. And I spoke to my cousin the other day on the phone, my cousin who lives in Italy, and we're visiting while we're there. And she's like fine with English. She's speaking to me in English. But then like she paused to like speak to her daughter, obviously in Italian. And because she was speaking to her daughter, who's obviously fluent in Italian, she went very, very fast, and it just went straight over my head. I did not understand a word she said. I was like, oh my gosh, I thought I was doing okay with my Italian. And then that happened, and I was like, not good. So I just got off the phone with my mum, and I've asked her to speak to me in Italian for the next couple months up until we go, so that I can kind of just like you can learn as much as you want on an app, but until you're actually speaking to someone who's fluent in Italian, you really don't know how you're going to go. So she's going to start speaking to me in Italian every time I talk to her on the phone. And the last stop that we're doing in Italy is to visit my cousin. So hopefully by then my Italian will have improved. But there's lots of exciting things ahead, and I'm trying to like stay positive and stay like grateful, because I mean, next week I'm flying to Croatia, which I'm so excited about. And we're only going for 2 nights, but still like it's just going to be such a fun experience. Like, I don't know, we're flying for £50 return, which is insane. And I'm just like trying to stay grateful and trying to stay like happy that I get to do that. And I was just feeling, I don't know, I was feeling so sad the last few days, and I was like, I'm literally going to Croatia next week. Like, what do I have to be sad about? I have nothing to be sad about. I should be happy. I should be grateful. I think I was just feeling like lonely, but there's a lot of exciting things coming up. I'm hoping to take you guys along with me to Croatia next week. And then I'm definitely going to take you guys along with me. The big trip that I'm going on with my mum and my brother. We're going to Paris, Croatia again, and a lot of Italy. Like, we're doing a lot in Italy. The reason that I go to Croatia so much is because, well, not that I go so much, I haven't been to Croatia. The first time I ever went to Croatia was 2 years ago, and I've only ever been once. But I'm going like next week, and then I'm going again in September with my mum, because my grandmother is Croatian. My like extended family have a house out there. So we get to stay there in the house, which is the house that my grandma grew up in, which is amazing. And the first time I saw it was 2 years ago. And then we're staying in the house next week for 2 nights as well. And then we're going to be staying at the house as well when we visit with my mum and my brother. And honestly, I just absolutely love it there. Like, my grandma is from an island in Croatia, like a very small town island. And when I first went there 2 years ago, I fell in love with it, and I just feel like it had such a sentimental value. Like, my grandma grew up on that island, so it was just like very sentimental to me being there. And the last time we went, we were only there for 3 nights, and I felt like I wanted to be there longer. And then this time we're going next week, we're only there for 2 nights. And again, I kind of wanted to be there longer, but it just didn't work out. When we go in September, we're only going again for 2 nights. Again, like, we just had so much that we wanted to see, so that was all we could like do for Croatia. Again, I'm not complaining. Like, I'm definitely grateful that we can even go for 2 nights. But one day I just want to go there for like a full week. And just like, I don't know, it's not like there's so much to do there, but it's just like soaking it up and like relaxing as well. I don't know. And it's just such a beautiful, beautiful place. So a little bit of context of why I'm going next week. It's actually so random. A lot of my cousins, like I'm from Sydney originally, so a lot of my extended family is in Sydney, and I grew up in Perth. So unfortunately, I didn't get a lot of contact with my cousins who are in Sydney. So anyway, I spoke to my auntie who kind of takes care of the house in Croatia, and I just called her to ask her if it was okay for me and my mum and my brother to visit in September. And when I was talking to her, she was like, oh, did you know that your cousin is in London? She moved to London about a year before I did. And I had no idea because I'm not really in contact with them. And then she also mentioned that my other cousin was hoping to go to Croatia this summer, but didn't have anyone to go with. And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know this. I'd definitely be up to going to Croatia and meeting my cousin out there. So it was so funny because I then, after that phone call, messaged my cousin who lives in London to just catch up with her and see her. I also messaged my other cousin who lives in Sydney who wanted to visit Croatia this summer. And I kind of just said oh, if you want to go and you have no one to go with, I would love to meet you out there. It would be great. So anyway, he was like, yeah, no worries. I'll let you know if I decide to go to Croatia this summer. A few days after I spoke to him, I met up with my cousin that lives in London, and I was like, oh, our other cousin wants to go to Croatia this summer. And she said, oh yeah, I was talking to him about meeting him out there. So anyway, she had been looking at flights just before I saw her, and I was also looking at flights just before I saw her. And it happened that we were looking at the exact same dates because there was really cheap flights on those exact same dates. So next week, I know this is a long-winded story, but I'm getting to the point. So next week, my cousin who lives in London is coming to my flat, and we're going to go to the airport together and fly together to Croatia to meet our other cousin who is meeting us there from Sydney. And it's just going to be a big cousin reunion. It's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited. And my boyfriend can come as well. So I don't know. We're just all going to share the house that's down there. There's 5 of us because my cousin from Sydney also brought a mate. So there's him, his mate, me, my cousin that lives in London, and my boyfriend. So there's going to be 5 of us in this tiny, it's a tiny house. But we're going to make it work. It's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited. Again, we're only going for 2 nights, and my cousin that lives in London is only going for the exact same 2 nights as well. So we're literally going to be flying there with her and flying back with her as well. But yeah, I'm very excited. We're doing it very cheap, just with backpacks. Our flight is at 6 a.m. So it's going to be a 3 a.m. drive to the airport. But yeah, I'm very, very excited. So that's why I'm going to Croatia next week. Otherwise, I would have just been going in September with my mum and my brother. But yeah, this is definitely something that I want to get sorted before I go to Croatia next week. That's getting my license sorted. There's a few things that I need to buy for Croatia. I need to get sun cream because I got absolutely roasted a couple weeks ago out in London. I got burnt so badly. So I definitely need to get some sun cream to go to Croatia. I also need to get a beach towel because I want to swim in the beach. It's such a beautiful water there. Oh my god, it's just so beautiful. I can't wait to show you. But I'm definitely swimming and we don't have any beach towels, so I got to get a beach towel. I think we're also going to have to buy an air mattress when we get to Croatia because there's only 2 beds in the house, and like I said, there's 5 of us. So I think we're going to get an air mattress to put in one of the rooms, and then maybe just pack a sheet in one of our backpacks and grab a couple of pillows while we're there. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. I can't wait to show you guys and take you along with me. Anyway, I finished my makeup. My hair does need a wash. I might see how it looks down just for the photo, but I just didn't see any point in washing it this morning because I know I'm just going to step outside and start sweating. I'm going to leave it and hopefully it doesn't look too bad on the photo. I'm not too stressed about how the photo looks, to be honest. It is what it is. It's just a driver's license. But, I still want to look okay. Anyway, let's head to the post office. All right, guys, it's a little bit later. I went and got my driver's license sorted. It is so warm today. I'm kind of dying in the flat right now. It's quite, darkish in here because I've had to close all the windows and blinds just to keep as much heat as I can out. But I've had the fan on this afternoon and I've just turned it off to film and I'm already starting to sweat again. I had to go to 3 different places to get my driver's license sorted. I had to go and get cash out because for some reason you can only pay for it in cash. And then I assumed that the post office could also take the photo for me, but apparently they don't have the facility there to do that. So I had to go from the post office back out again to another place where I could get a passport style photo taken for my driver's license. then go back to the post office and finally actually submit my form to get my British driver's license. But oh my gosh, by the end of it, I was just dripping in sweat. It was so hot out there. I think the difference is like the last like week or so has been between 28 and 31 degrees, but it's been windy. And I think when it's windy, it's so much better. Like I haven't had to close the windows when it's windy and it's 30 degrees. The breeze is actually really nice and circulates the air. But today's the first day in the last few days where it's like 31 degrees, but not windy, like not even a breeze. And that's when it just gets absolutely horrible. So I got home hydrated because I got so dehydrated while I was out. Had some lunch, took a shower. I was gonna wash my hair, but then I was like, no, I want to keep my makeup on. So this is the processes that like I think a lot of girls go through. I wanted to keep my makeup on, but I wanted to have a shower because I was disgusting. So I didn't wash my hair so I could keep my makeup on and just like have like from here down shower. And I've gotten changed into this dress and I've put my hair up back in a bun because I'm meeting a friend that I mentioned to you guys earlier. We're gonna go and have some dinner. So I'm all ready to go out. I've like touched up my makeup as much as I can, even though I feel like I'm literally just sweating it off. And I've been sweating it off all day. I did have a comment on one of my previous videos recently of someone asking me how I make friends in a like foreign country after moving. And honestly, I didn't respond to the comment because I still don't know the answer to that question. The friends that I'm going out to dinner with, I met in Australia and they moved out here like a year before us. And it just happened that we're like living in the same area very close by. And so we reconnected when I moved out here. Aside from that, like I do really want to make some other friends and I know some ways that I can do it, but most ways to do it is in London, unfortunately. And I'm about 45 minutes an hour out of London. There's like a lot of social groups and a lot of like social places that I can go and join and like events where I can make friends that are like specifically for making friends. But like I said, they're all in London. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like there's a few things in the works, essentially. There's a few things in the works, but they're not happening quite yet. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Sorry to be so mysterious. Yeah, I need to turn the fan on because I am starting to drip again. The photo that I had taken for my driver's license, it's so shiny because I was sweating so much. Like this was the third place that I'd been to while being out. So I was starting to sweat so much and like the sheen on my face and my upper lip looks so sweaty. But yeah, thank you guys for being so patient with me. I feel like I've been a little bit AWOL because if I'm completely honest with you, there's just not a lot going on. And yeah, I just find like I don't want to just film for the sake of filming, if that makes sense. Like if I'm not really filming anything, I don't want it to be boring for you guys. But yeah, let me know down in the comments, what do you want to see? Like if I just had a day in my flat where I was just like cleaning housey stuff or like running errands, like do you want to see this kind of a vlog? Is this okay? Or I mean, I think personally, I like homey vlogs, watching other people, but I also do like going out as well. So I don't know. Tell me what you guys prefer. Tell me what you want to see. Anyway, I'm going to turn the fan on while I wait for my friend to be ready for dinner and then I'm going to head out to dinner. So let's do that.